Hi, this is Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got a book to read for you. Today's book is Tweety Bird Cast the Puddy Tat from 1975. So let's get started. I think I better find that Puddy Tat, Tweety Bird decided. He's always trying to catch me, so I'm safe if I know where he's at. He flew down to the floor, hoping to see Sylvester, curled up in his favorite snoozing place. But Sylvester was in the kitchen, and he seemed very busy. Tweety peeked around the corner. I wonder what that puddy tat is baking, said Tweety to himself. It smells very tasty. Then he heard Sylvester call, Tweety, Tweety, bird, I have got a present for you. Oh, goody, thought Tweety. The puddy tat wanted to be friends again. He flew into the kitchen. What my present, he asked. Birdseed flapjack, said Sylvester, made just for you. He flapped one quickly into the air, and it fell plopped right on Tweety. Oh, cried Tweety, my favorite jack is too big. Not for me, said Sylvester. It's just right with a Tweety bird inside. He pounced, but the flapjack and Tweety disappeared under the stove. That was a naughty puddy tat, said Tweety. I would want to be friends with you, but you make it so hard. No harm meant, Tweety, said Sylvester. I just like to play catch the Tweety bird. Let's play catch the puddy tat for a while, suggested Tweety. But Sylvester just yawned and fell asleep. Tweety escaped from under the stove and flew up to the attic. I really do need a rest from that puddy tat, he said as he perched on a birdcage. But how can I make him stop chasing me? Then Tweety looked into the cage and had an idea. He searched the attic and finally found just what he wanted, a paper bird hanging from a string. Tweety put the paper bird far back into the cage. Puddy Tat will think the bird is a real one. He will have to go inside to get it, and I will trap him in the bird cage. Tweety hid beside the open bird cage door, then began to sing. Soon he heard a vessel call, Tweety, did I hear you up here? Suddenly, Sylvester spied the cage, and inside what he thought was a bird. Aha, he exclaimed, and pounced into the open cage. Tweety slammed the door shut. Aha, yourself, he said. Now you can't get out, and I will have a a rest. A rest, answered Sylvester after a minute. Well, keep your eyes open, Tweety. I think you are about to see a cage walking. Sylvester put his legs through the wire and walked away to find a wire cutter. Soon he had cut his way out and was again chasing poor Tweety. Puddy Tat, Tweety puffed out of breath. I am going. I am getting so very sleepy. I wish you would go away for a long time. Later, Tweety asked himself, what would make him go away? Something scary, maybe. While the veteran was sleeping, Tweety fought and fought. That puddy tat is pretty a weird, recalled Tweety. It's very, well, it would take something really scary to frighten him away. I know, he said. I'll be a witch, a scary witch. That should make the puddy tat go away for a long time. Tweety made himself look like a scary witch. He flew over Sylvester's head. Whoosh, said Tweety Witch. Sylvester opened one eye, then he opened the other. What was that? He asked, standing up and looking around. A witch, said Tweety. Witch. A witch, huh? Said Sylvester. You are a very small witch, aren't you? Well, yes, said the Tweety witch. But you know what small witches do, don't you? What? Asked Sylvester, backing away just a little bit. We cast spells, bad one. We can change cats into tiny mice. Into mices? Can you really do that? Asked Sylvester, backing away a little faster. It's my favorite spell, said the Tweety witch. I'll show you. He began to wave his broom. No, don't, shouted Sylvester, and he ran out the door and through the gate. I'm starting the spell, said Tweety Witch, as he flew just above Sylvester's ear. 1, 2, Kazam. Sylvester ran faster, so fast that he didn't see where he was going. Walk out, shouted Tweety, but as it was too late, Sylvester was right into the edge of a pond. He couldn't stop, so he took a mighty leap and landed beside a big rock. After a minute, he climbed up on the rock. He looked back and saw Tweety, who had taken off his witch mask. Tweety, explained Sylvester, that he said, I knew that was you all the time. Are you all right, Puddy Tat? Sylvester called. No, said Sylvester. Cats don't like water. Help me. Sylvester pointed to the shore. Sail that little boat over and rescue me. But Tweety wouldn't do it. You was a naughty Puddy Tat, he said, and he flew home, leaving Sylvester marooned. For a little while, Tweety was happy all by himself. Then a strange thing happened. He grew loathsome. I never thought I missed that pesky Puddy Tat, he said to himself. I even missed being chased. Finally, he flew back to see how the Sylvester was getting along, and what did Tweety find? The Sylvester was even more lonesome than Tweety. Poor Puddy Tat, said Tweety. If I rescue you, will you promise not to always chase all the time? I promise, said Sylvester. So Tweety sailed the little boat over to the rock, and Sylvester sailed it back. And the next day, Sylvester chased Tweety only twice, once before breakfast and once before dinner. So that was Tweety play Catch the Puddy Tat for 1975. If you'd like to subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. Our next book will be, or our last Looney Tune book will be, Tiny Toon Adventures, The Adventure of Buster Hood.